So as you guys can see, I've disassembled the drivers and the housing. So it's now housing and the driver, and these two are separate now. And now playing the same song, the rattle is gone. So the problem apparently isn't the driver itself. Okay, so now let's put the driver back into the housing. Now let's play the same song again and see if there's any rattle. As you guys can hear, the rattle is still there. So after I inspected each drivers, the problem I found is actually pretty astonishing. So the problem isn't the driver itself, because the driver is perfectly fine, and what I found is the problem is actually... Alright, can you guys see it? Let me move it closer to you guys. Okay, so this is the black mash, and in the center of the mash there is a circle ring. And so what I found is the rattle is actually produced by the ring touching the driver. And when these two touch, the drivers just vibrate around the ring, causing a very audible bzzz sound. So when I remove the drivers, remove the driver from the housing, it works perfectly fine. But when I put it in, it doesn't work fine anymore. So there is a solution I find that can remedy this situation. So what I did is to use a 3.5mm plug to slightly dent the driver. Okay, as you can see, this won't cause any damage because these things are very, very flexible. They'll return to their original shape. But if you apply just a little more force, it won't return normal. So the rattle will be gone. But the problem is, if you dent the driver, it diminishes treble response because the center of the driver is supposed to reproduce the treble, so that's the problem. And because of this issue, now I have a faulty, HD600 driver. Well, it's not really faulty, but because of this issue, it's literally unusable anymore. It's really a pity, because I prefer the sound of these to HD600 in production right now, which uses silver mash, and it in a head-to-head comparison, it just sounds brighter and more harsh because I really prefer these drivers. And unfortunately, the problem is caused by the central dome. It isn't even faulty, it's just located too high and it touches the ring, and that's the problem. So it's really a pity I can't use these headphones anymore. When listening at lower volumes, I absolutely adore it because the rattle doesn't happen until medium to high volumes. But the thing is, usually I listen to music at these volumes and I get an audible rattle, and that's obviously pretty unacceptable. So yeah, I'll be letting these go rather, unfortunately. I'll get the same version again in the future, and I'm pretty certain of that, because these sounds absolutely phenomenal at lower listening volume. Okay, bye guys.